There should be some accountability in his actions, and I would like to see that he stranded me in a fire zone where travel was restricted and forced me into an emergency situation which I could not respond to. I could not physically respond to it. I'm 73 years old, and he was aware that I was using my vehicle to sleep in, and there was no immediate danger or threat in my vehicle being on the road, and he deemed it did, and he put my life in danger.
Okay. So where did you go after your vehicle was towed? Where was your vehicle towed to?
I had it towed to Bella Coola from Lee's Corner.
Okay, so you requested the vehicle to be towed from Lee's Corner to Bella Coola. Is that correct?
Yes, I had my vehicle towed.
Okay, but that was your request to tow it to Bella Coola. Is that correct?
What do you mean it was at my request?
Well, is that where you wanted the vehicle towed?
I don't know why you're talking about that. I'm asking you.
Yeah.
I would like a charge of criminal negligence put on this Rob Morrison.
Yeah, unfortunately, you won't be able to charge him with criminal negligence. He didn't do anything wrong. You said that how did you get out of Lee's Corner?
The tow truck driver's wife drove me. I paid her to drive me to Williams Lake.
Okay, so you weren't stranded then?
No. He left me stranded. And please don't make excuses for him. I would like you
to get a big picture of what transpired there.
Well, no, he left me stranded there. And when I got to Williams Lake, I was again stranded in Williams Lake. There were no hotels, there were no buses out, there were no planes out, and there was no. I couldn't get a motel. There was nowhere I could find to stay. I had to wait 2 days for the tow truck driver to take my vehicle to Bella Coola.
Okay.
Now, there was no necessity for him to take my vehicle off the road.
Well, under the Motor Vehicle Act, he has authority to do that. And
he has to act responsibly. What is your name again?
Sergeant Don Resett.
Okay, are you the commander there?
I am the commander.
Okay, I would like to know whatever your process is. If you refuse to accept my charge, then I will file a private charge.
Okay.
But I'm asking you to act responsibly and not just do this little in-house protection and let this guy get away with whatever he wants to do. And he placed me under arrest because he smelled pot. And that, again, was uncalled for and not necessary. And he said he did that so he could search my vehicle, which was ridiculous. Like he can't just place me under arrest and then unarrest me at his whim. He has to follow due process.
Unfortunately, yes, he can, because you had possession of a controlled substance in your possession.
I also have a license for that.
Did you show the license to him?
It was in my wallet, and I told he knew that I had authority for that. I mean, like what do you do? Are you there just to make excuses for him?
No, I'm not making excuses. I'm trying to understand what your complaint is. I'm trying to explain the situation to you, and you're not allowing me to do this.
Well, how are you explaining it to me? I tell you, he put my life in danger, and you say, did I arrange for my truck to be towed to Bella Coola? Like, how is that a rational, reasonable response on your part when I tell you that he had no right to take my vehicle off the road, and he had no right to search my vehicle or to place me under arrest without going through a due process?
Okay. Well, there's a couple of things you can do, sir. You can either listen to what I'm trying to explain to you. During the forest fires, the Interface fires, 2017, you were in an evacuation alert area. It wasn't under an order.
And what?
Okay.
And what? So he could take my means of transport away from me and leave me stranded on the road?
If he found your vehicle unroadworthy, he certainly can do that.
Yeah, but he wasn't. It was not reasonable judgment on his part. My vehicle was not unroadworthy. I had driven it from Victoria to there,
Okay.
and I was fully capable of making the rest of the way, except when he, in whatever kind of a fascist mood he was in, decided to exercise his bully powers on me and take my vehicle off the road.
Okay. For the vehicle, you'll have to discuss that with ICBC.
Discuss what?
Pardon me?
Discuss what with ICBC?
Well, why? They're the ones that make those kind of laws that give the police the authority to impound your vehicle or seize your vehicle and make it not roadworthy. That box one.
No, he has to follow certain regulations before when to do that. You can't
Absolutely.
do that because I have a flat tire.
Well, there's other issues with your tires as well. They were cracked.
No, those cracks weren't severe enough to warrant that vehicle being immediately hauled off the road.
Okay. Well,
No,
that's
I
something
think
you
what
can
he was
discuss with
doing
ICBC.
was making paperwork to make himself look good.
Okay. Well, like I said, you can take that up with ICBC.
Yeah. No, I don't take it up with ICBC. I'll take it up with a criminal charge against this guy for his behavior.
Okay. If you would like, you can contact the Public Complaints Commission and file a complaint through them.
That's how you guys get away with all this stuff, isn't it?
No, it's not, sir.
It
I'm
is. You evade acting on a simple, making a simple decision to investigate what this guy did and to give me a rational, reasonable response. He said I had a cracked window. I did not. He said that my tires were cracked to the point where they weren't roadworthy, and that again was untrue, as I had a tire shop put those tires on.
Okay. Well, I
And so
wasn't there, sir,
he
I
is
don't know
he
what
is not
your
fit.
condition your windshield was.
He what's that?
I wasn't there, so I don't know what condition your windshield was.
Well, my condition is still the same condition it's in today. I didn't change it.
Okay. So what would you like me to do for you, sir?
All right. Would you like me to send you a fax?
Yes, please.
All right. Then okay. How do you spell your last name?
R-A-B-E
Yes. R-A what?
R-A-B-E
Yes. B-E.
T-T-E.
Say that again. R-A-B-E.
R-A-B-E
Yes. Yes.
T-T-E.
T-T-E. That's an odd name. What nationality is that?
That's French Canadian.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll send you a fax with my request.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
You know, it's interesting how you guys, you make your big pay and you're completely useless in terms of helping anybody. You're creating crises rather than resolving them. I think you should. The only way to enforce things on you is to stop your paychecks.
Well, unfortunately, there's no way you can do that. But you're more than welcome to lodge a complaint if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know. I wonder how many complaints actually get any resolves.
Well, just what you're saying to me, you were in an evacuation alert area, not an order area. And there would be no reason for him to, if it was under an order, he would not leave you stranded. And to my knowledge, you just said that you were transported to Williams Lake by the tow truck's spouse.
Yes, but through no effort on the cops' part, and I had to get a permit to get out of Bella Coola to go through that area. I wasn't in an evacuation area, and there were fires all around me there.
I think the fires had subsided considerably. That's why they put it on an alert and not an order.
I had to get a permit 2 days later to get out of Bella Coola and go through that area, and I had to go
Where'd you get the
through.
permit from?
What's that?
Where did you get the permit from? Who issued the permit?
Bella Coola.
Okay, where in Bella Coola?
What do you mean where? On Cliff Street. Why do you need to know that?
Well, I'm just trying to understand how you got a permit, that's all.
I got a permit from where they issue permits in Bella Coola.
Okay,
From the
James,
permit office on Cliff Street.
on Cliff Street?
Yes.
Okay. do you have a copy of that?
No, I actually threw it away.
That's unfortunate. Lake Cliff Street in Bella Coola.
Yeah, why are you questioning that?
Well, I'm just asking. That's all, sir. Is there a reason? Can I not ask that question? You're asking me
Well,
questions.
you asked me if I had a
Question,
copy. You asked me if I had a copy of it, and I said no, I threw it away. And you say that's unfortunate. Why is it unfortunate?
Well, because then you could show that to me and fax that to me.
What, to prove that area was a restricted access area?
Bella Coola was not under an order at all, sir.
Bella Coola was required. I was required permits when I got to the bottom of the hill in Bella Coola. I was required to show my permit to get access to the road there.
Okay. Okay. So, why did you get your truck towed to Bella Coola? Why didn't you get towed to Williams Lake?
There was nowhere for me to stay in Williams Lake.
Okay.
I had materials in my truck that I needed to get to Bella Coola, and I have a mechanic in Bella Coola.
Okay.
So I had my truck towed to Bella Coola.
Now it's making a little more sense to me because I didn't understand why you would send your truck to Bella Coola. But if you have a mechanic in Bella Coola, I certainly understand that now.
All right.
Like there's information that I'm just trying to piece together. You're not providing all the information to me. That's all.
Well,
And like
I did give you some information. I told you.
You an opportunity to drive with him to Bella Coola.
What's your first name?
Don. D-O-N.
Don?
Yeah.
Okay, Don. Don. You're the guy in charge there.
I am. Yes.
Why don't you talk with this corporal
Okay.
and ask him why is he calling? Why did he didn't even have the courtesy to get my name right, and he's calling me Dale, and my name's not Dale.
When did he call you Dale?
On the
The day of the.
on the email that he sent to me.
Oh, okay.
And he said that I had a crack in my windshield. I did not have a crack in my windshield.
Okay.
And he also said that he suspected that I was a looter, and that's why he did all his little trip on me.
Okay.
So why don't you talk to him and then get back to me?
And what am I supposed to ask him, sir?
Number one, how he can get away with placing me under arrest
Because
for a smell for the smell of pot. No, I think you're wrong on that.
Which is illegal, sir.
What is illegal?
Marijuana. It's still illegal to possess marijuana in Canada until the legislation goes through.
You mean that everybody, then the police are not enforcing the law? There are 28 pot shops in Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody from the street, cops or etc., can go and buy pot. And also, he apparently took some pot from the back of my truck. Do you know what happened to that?
It's still in our exhibit. Yes, it is.
You still have that?
Yes.
You didn't smoke it?
No. Why would I smoke it? I don't even smoke marijuana, man.
You don't smoke marijuana?
No.
No.
I never have and I never will.
No. Why? Why don't you?
It's like drinking. I don't drink alcohol. Why would I smoke? If I don't drink, why would I drink alcohol?
Well, I don't know. I don't know who you are, but I know the cops are not goody-goodies either. My friend does their parties, and she says they're indistinguishable from the biker parties.
Mm.
They can't tell the difference.
Okay, well, that's
But I don't think you
unfortunate.
guys should be allowed to carry guns. Like it's ridiculous. You give a guy a gun, he turns into a bully.
Okay, so what would you like me done?
I told you what I want you to do. I want you to straighten this guy out and to give me a proper response onto why my vehicle was taken off the road and I was put into an emergency situation.
You were not put in an emergency situation. I understand there was another police vehicle there, and he had left the area. You were not in any danger.
What do you mean I was not? If it wasn't for the tow truck driver's wife, they would have left me stranded there.
No, the police would have made sure you got where you had to go, sir.
Oh, they didn't tell me that. Where was there to go? I was going to Bella Coola. What was the urgency for him to take my vehicle off the road?
Okay, why didn't you go in tow truck then to Bella Coola to get your truck fixed and then return back?
I did go to Bella Coola with the tow truck. 2 days later, there was no tow truck available at the time that they put me down. It was only 5 hours later that I learned that he was willing to take my truck, and in 2 days to Bella Coola.
Okay, well, you know what, sir? I wasn't there, so
No, you weren't there.
sir authorized to take a vehicle off the road if they feel it's unsafe.
Yes, I know, but
Your
he has
argument
to.
should be
He
taken
has
up
to.
with ICBC and
He
say,
also has to
"Listen,
account for
my
that.
vehicle was impounded or removed off the road for the following reasons, and I don't believe that this should have
Yeah.
occurred. Therefore,
Don,
I
hey
want
Don,
ICBC
we're going through the
personally."
same territory. We're just going through the same bullshit.
Well, I'm explaining this, and you're not 1 ounce trying to listen to what I'm trying to explain.
I fully understand what you said.
Okay?
I don't have any problem with anything you said. It's just you're not willing to hear what I said, in the fact that this guy can't even get my name right, and he's saying there were things wrong with my vehicle that are not true.
Okay.
And I've asked you to check that out. Now, will you do that?
I certainly will check it out.
And he has to have reasons for actions. And if he doesn't show competent reasons for those actions, then those actions are not reasonable. And what he did was unreasonable, and he put my life at risk.
I don't understand how he put your life at risk.
I was stranded in the Chilcotin,
No, you weren't, sir. You were transported back to Williams Lake.
where I was transported not through any aid of you guys, but through the tow truck driver's wife, who I had to pay to take me to an area which was also fully booked. No accommodations, no way out of the town, and so I was stranded there for 2 days.
So how did you get back to Vancouver? Or Victoria?
I bought another vehicle.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me look into it, and I'll call you back.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you very much.
Oh, Don, by the way, I do a little news broadcast here,
Yep.
and I would like you guys to come on the news with me.
Okay. For what reason?
Pardon?
For what reason, sir?
What? So I can get some exposure on this. I don't want my life threatened by going through this area with cops who are overzealous in the execution of bullshit rules.
It's the province of British Columbia that allows us to participate and use those provincial legislations to assist us in our duties. And if
You're there. You're supposed to be there to help
was
people.
unfit to be roadworthy.
No, you're unfit to be.
I wasn't there, so
I think he was unfit to be a cop, that guy. I think he's got psychological problems. The way he came on to me was like a psycho.
okay.
So check that out and get back to me. Will you do that?
I definitely will.
When can I expect to hear from you, Don?
Pardon me?
When may I expect to hear from you?
Well, he's out of the office right now, so can you give me a couple days?
Sure, no problem.
Perfect.
You have my number.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, bye.
Bye-bye.